Okay guys, it's definitely official. This is my favorite campsite so far. So again, I'm on Chemintacook Stream campsite, and it's off of the Est Court Road. Right now I'm just kind of watching the sun go down. Be really cool to see a moose or a deer come out for a drink. I'll show you the other side again. It's absolutely beautiful. Really can't beat this view. Really can't beat it. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to head back to my campsite in just a little bit, and we'll get a fire going and maybe hang out with the Canadian jays again. I was feeding them earlier. It's fun to feed wild animals. You're not really supposed to, but it's just a neat feeling when you kind of, you got a snack and you reach your hand out and they come and grab it from you. They call them all kinds of nicknames, but I call them gray jays or Canadian jay. Definitely a great spot to relax and rejuvenate. My campsite is literally just up here. I don't know if you can see the light spot in the road, but that's where my campsite is. So I'll be heading back there in just a little bit. But right now I just want to check out the river, or the stream, so they call it. And watch the sun go down. Beautiful spot. Alright, so I'm going to walk back to my campsite and we're going to get the fire going. It's a good thing that I carry some already processed fat wood, and I did find some birch bark because everything is soaking wet. We had a torrential downpour, and which was much needed because everything was going through quite the major drought. Finally we got some rain, not enough, but we got some. And the other positive of that is these roads, when they're wet, they're not so dusty, which is amazing because usually these roads are so dusty. Alright, let's get back to my campsite and get that fire started. Good night, Chemintacook Stream. I'm actually going to take you through the other campsite that connects to my campsite. We actually share a bathroom, or toilet if you will. So I'll take you through there and you can see the other campsite and you can see the bathrooms because they're really not that bad. So if you're wondering what that sound is, it's my ice. I'm bringing an adult beverage with me. I'm only going to have one tonight, but I do have a nice, lovely adult beverage. So this is the campsite that's right next to mine. It's nice because it's kind of separated, so it's not right on top of the other campsite. So you get a little picnic table over here and a little fireplace area. Now the reason I chose my site is because it has a shelter, and the weather was pretty crazy earlier. I mean, you can see the ground still pretty wet. It's almost still sopping, but we needed it so bad. So this is the little path to the toilet, and it also leads into my campsite. So the brown one is the newer one, and the green one is the older one. I don't know if the green one's still in use, but the brown one definitely is, and it has toilet paper in it and like ant and roach killer and all kinds of good stuff in there. So I've been to some that have magazines in them. But, yep. So we got the porta potty. Well, it's not quite a porta potty, but it's really nice actually. They keep them pretty well. There are people who come and tend to them. So really appreciate that for sure. And we're coming up on my campsite. So that is why I chose this site here. I've got a bunch of wood that I've processed on this table here. And this over here, this is junk left from whoever was here before, which is pretty unfortunate, but I'll take care of that. And you'll see I got some smaller sticks here. I've got birch bark, which was very wet, but it's still going to light up no problem. I've got it just kind of sitting here drying out a little bit. And then these are my fatwood pieces that I had already had processed before. So I'll use those to get my fire going. You can see my little fire pit. I processed some wood for that. I got my teepee tent set up, which is going to be nice and cozy tonight. And then I've got my lovely little hammock set up under the shelter. So really excited to get my fire going and just enjoy the rest of the evening. Alright, so you can see I've placed my birch bark in here with the twigs and as well as my little fatwood pieces here. So we're going to get that nice and lit up. I'm using a lighter today. I'm not going to use my fire steel or anything like that. I'm just going to make it nice and easy since everything's wet. And that should take right off. Oops. There we go. We'll start drying this stuff out. Awesome. And there we are, all set to relax and enjoy the evening. Spend a wonderful night in the woods. Doesn't get much better than this, guys. What a perfect night. Well, I'll see you in the morning, guys. I plan on doing a little adventuring around tomorrow, so maybe I'll find something cool. But either way, I plan on bringing you guys along, so let's check in the morning. Take care, guys.